No ways. Don't tell me you're a lawyer now.
Vicky is waiting for you. What else?
Well, this is interesting. I mean, instead of us blaming our government, we can start our own business.
I'm at a point where I no longer care about my qualifications as long as I'm making money.
No, guys, we need to do something. All we have to do is try.
We can't affiliate ourselves with them. That will be the end of us.
We have come to an impasse. Seems that you have forgotten about our arrangement, and my associates are not happy.
I've been busy trying to put this thing together. You know how it is, Vicky. I have to get the right people.
I want you to listen to me, and listen to me very carefully. We made you.
Guys, we finally did it. We are going to be able to pay back all the money that we borrowed. I have shampoo in the fridge. Today, we are celebrating.
Guys, I think we don't have the money anymore.
Hi, my name is Patrick Zimani, and I'm here to present to you the Educated Criminals project proposal. This project proposal, project presentation, is for the TV series that is about to get into production, given that we access funds. And the TV series is called Educated Criminals. The general scope of this project is basically centered around a small company that is formed by some youth called Youth in the Booth. This company pretty much put together the idea and the concept, and in trying to source assistance, they reached out to Mixmasters, and in the end forged a partnership to see this project through. The partnership with Mixmasters has enabled Youth in the Booth to move ahead in regards to producing this product and moving into shooting the series. The partnership has allowed Youth in the Booth to acquire world-class production equipment, so they can achieve the type of results they're looking to achieve for this series project, which is targeted to a global market. I'm just here to generally go through some of the key things that you will find in this presentation. We will start basically with the milestones. 3 major milestones that have been achieved by this project since initialization is that a project team has been created. A team that has got experts, graduated individuals, and people who are professional in their fields. And they've come together and created this team so that they can see this project through. Youth in the Booth as well as managed to acquire equipment in regards to cinema cameras, and a large part of the equipment that is used to shoot such content through their partnership with Mixmasters, and as well as have acquired a lot of beneficiary experience through the Mixmasters engagement. Another milestone to note is that a test pilot was shot in regards to the production sequence, the way things work. Hence, we could say there is a proof of concept with the results that were achieved by this exercise. The exercise was created with the main intentions of combing through the potential casts and picking out the cast members that will suit the roles that are to be portrayed in this TV series. That was achieved, and an entire cast was selected for this project. The other milestones are in the table. Yes, and as you can see, we talk about applications, and it is quite a stage when you are able to actually apply for funding with organizations. It means you are at that stage where you are confident that you have done the best within your capacity to reach a certain stage, and even at that stage you have done the research, you have done the proof of concept, and you've gone through all that. And this is what Youth in the Booth has gone through, and I think they are ready to get engaged with any company, corporate or organization that can fund this project. There are 4 key phases to this project. The first one being completed, which is the project initialization, and pretty much the project is in the planning stage. The project plan has been set forth and has been put down, but just needs to be tweaked based on funding that's coming in, and when it's coming in. The project execution will follow after this. Once funding has been secured, planning will be concluded and the project will be executed, as noted in the phase table. The last part will be the project conclusion. This is a part whereby all accounts should be closed, settled, bills should be settled, wages and salaries will be paid, and the project is being edited, post-production is done, previewing and quality control have all gone through it, and it's ready to be released to the market. And at that point, straight after release, the project can be concluded. Within the conclusion stage, a plan for continuity will be noted and will be put into play. Some of the activities that will be incorporated in this project include the company, Youth in the Booth, engaging other relevant authorities to develop a quality plan. Such authorities are like the acquisition platform for online TV channels like Netflix, Showmax. They do, however, assist you with quality control by guiding you with what they need, what they require, the specs and the expectations. And at this point, I think the team will be looking into that. Another phase is whereby suppliers have to be located and engaged. This is in regards to things like costumes, makeup, props, locations, transportation, and all that. But that engagement will not come prior to initial funding being available. One of the most important phases is the execution. Not phase rather, but one of the most important activities is the execution, which is the majority complex part of this whole production run. Some of the tasks have been highlighted in the tasks table, and the efforts to achieving those tasks has also been put down in the table. and if you follow through, it's been noted in terms of effort, in terms of the time it takes to achieve this. This has been noted in terms of days, but will not follow each other, and some of them will run concurrently with each other. So it's not to say you add up the days, but everything will be done within a maximum of 60 days. There is a project plan schedule that has been pre-proposed, and given funding comes in at the right time, that is basically this plan schedule. More detail in the schedule will be disclosed once the team is together planning the exact dates, times, and creating all the call sheets for production to commence. Some of these activities and tasks largely depend on certain events and certain things happening. So the funding, the kickstart funding for this project is important, because it does determine ultimately when this project will actually start to roll. The last part is dealing with assumptions and constraints, and some of these assumptions is things we have assumed could happen and assumed are to be, and some of the constraints are things that we think could happen, and we want to be prepared for them if they should happen. Nothing is perfect, but anticipating any problems is the best way to solve them prior to them coming through. The budget, however, of this project is basically pitted at standard 1.5 million rand, which is about the average you'd spend to create a full season of a TV series that has got international or global appeal. A breakdown of that budget has been shown in the budget spreadsheet and the budget graph, but the breakdown is not so specific, but is actually rounded off within the whole project. So for instance, when you look at budget for makeup, it's not for one appearance. It covers for the whole project, not just the shoot, but including the activations, the photo shoots, the marketing. All that is covered within that budget range. So there's more detail to this budget, a lot more detail to this budget that is not currently in this specific sheet, but it might make this presentation too overwhelming if we put too much detail. Hence, we have come up with this budget in a simplified manner, and there are tables and charts that show how the budget will be utilized and how the funds will flow. In regards to funding, we may not acquire the whole 1.5 million, but we already have human capital and equipment within us that has got a big portion of that 1.5 million. So, to speak, we're not looking for 1.5 million, but we're looking for funding that will cover our shortfall in order to get this whole production running. The major concern in terms of funding is mostly with the wages and salaries and rewards for the crew, cast, and paying for locations and any extra equipment supplied, transport. Those are the things that are hindering this project from moving forward. And with your initial injection, it will allow us to start the project, and once the project starts, it can actually raise the rest of its funds based on its performance. Thank you for joining me in this short presentation, and hope you consider Educated Criminals so that it can come to a channel that you watch often. Thank you.